This reading suggests that what's exhausting you may not be the situation itself, but the fear of what could happen if you actually move forward. The cards indicate that growth may be waiting just outside your comfort zone. So let's find out together what the cards say to you. All right, Aquarius, let's just start and see what kind of information we can get for you on this weekly reading. The theme of the reading is personal and spiritual growth, and we are covering the week commencing the 18th of May until the 24th of May. And we are going to get 5 cards out of the deck. And as you can see, the first card is already represented itself, and we will need 4 more cards to complete this spread. And I have to say that the energies are very strong for this week for every zodiac sign. I just paused for a second because I just had a thought coming for that card for you already. So sometimes it's a bit hard to interesting, very interesting. Okay, yeah, sorry. So sometimes it's hard to remember. Um, oops. There you go. We have all the 5 cards. So sometimes it's hard to remember when it comes at the time when the card represents itself, and then I have to finish the spread before I can go back to the card. But there we go. So let's begin the reading. Current energy. This is the energy within you right now, Aquarius. And what I can see is that you have a lot on your mind. Why is it not? Yeah. Okay. So you have a lot on your mind. That's what the first card says energetically on this week. And then I have this feeling of exhaustion. So you're kind of exhausted with all these thoughts, all these energies and emotions coming through to you on this week. So it's kind of disturbing. It's kind of taking your energy away to focus on things you want to focus. So that's the energy I'm getting in here. The second card is your inner block. And I told you when I saw this card, the thought came to me, um, be careful what you grow. That's what came to me. So obviously growing something, it can be a good thing and a bad thing because it just depends on what you are growing. Are you growing good energy, or are you growing mm, like not too good energies? And when I'm talking about energies, everything is energy. So it can be material or it can be non-material. It can be emotion, it can be a business, it can be developing a plan. So it can be anything really. But the inner block is that you are afraid of what you are creating, kind of thing. It's maybe because you don't have a thorough plan and you don't really see each steps and the outcome or the expected outcome right now, so you don't have a clear picture of it. It's usually that's what the reason is when people are a little bit afraid of developing something, because and even emotions is I'm not just talking about physical things, I'm talking about other things as well. um, and then that's what they are stopping them to go for it or to try something out. And that's your inner block. That's what you have to come through. And then the lesson is that you have to step out from your comfort zone, because when you are in your comfort zone, Aquarius, it's kind of like you know everything. That's why it's called comfort zone, because even if it's not good, or is not beneficial for you. You know it. You know what happens and you know the outcome. If you remember, I just said about the planning. If you don't see it through, you don't see every step, and you don't see the potential outcome or expected outcome, then you won't go for it because that's your comfort zone. So growth is always where you are out of your comfort zone. So you do need to overcome this inner block of being afraid to grow something in your life, because that's when you are stopping yourself to evolve, to develop, to create something in your life which would be beneficial and you would want it to be in your life. So that's your lesson. These two cards are actually, if you have a look at them, they are both about growth. And this is why it was quite interesting that how um, similar they are, and then how much they are. And even the color is, if you have a look, the color is very similar. It's not it's not a coincidence that it's coming out like this. Okay, next one is your guidance. And oops, yeah. So what it tells me that the guidance is that you're actually very stable, Aquarius, energetically. You can do whatever you want, because stepping out of the comfort zone will bring you balance, and it will actually balance out your life throughout the different areas. That's what it tells me, that don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, because this is where you find your balance. And the guidance is that you just stay focused, you just stay stable, and everything will go the way how you want, and you can grow within. Outcome, it's again the sensation I'm getting in here, that the word comes to me pleasant. So you will be very pleased, and it brings you a very stable. Remember this? Very similar. Look at how similar they are. They have the coin holding, very stable, very still. Yeah, the word is still. So you can bring a stable um, situation in your life. You can stabilize things if you are able to get over your inner block, and it will clear your mind as well, because at the moment you have so many different outcomes of your thoughts, or when you are thinking of something, because you don't see the full layout of how it would work out and what is the outcome from it. But if you step out from your comfort zone and you sit down and you go through the steps and the planning, you go for it, and then you will find that it really stabilizes you emotionally, it stabilizes you in many different ways, and then you have this pleasant outcome at the end. So very good, actually, it's a very good layout for you. All you need to do is come over your inner block, and then you can get there. So that's a really positive reading for you, Aquarius. This feels more like the beginning of building something stable in your life. Pay attention to moments where fear appears this week, because overcoming them may open doors you haven't considered before. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.